All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Hello again, you guys. The Bizzy Bee here. I hope you're all having a great Monday. It's been a busy one, but that's Mondays, I guess. For our History Minute, we have Queen Victoria. She reigned from 1837 to 1901, the longest reigning monarch until the current Queen Elizabeth II surpassed her a few years ago. Queen Victoria was an avid journal keeper. She wrote on average 2,500 words a day. Not as prudish as a lot of people think. The Victorian era is known as a prudish, uptight era, but Queen Victoria certainly was not. And she wore black half of her life because her husband, Prince Albert, passed away halfway through her life, and she wore black for the rest of her life. She was in mourning over him. This painting is by Franz Xaver Winterhalter, Circa 1840. This is her royal coat of arms. A unicorn, it looks like, and a lion. Alright, so you guys, today I'm going to discuss an article I found with you about TIG 2.0, and then I'm going to do some Meghan Mean Tweets. And then we'll discuss what we learned today. Alright, so I wanted to share this with you. Last night I went on amazon.co.uk. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about Queen Victoria, I'm sorry. The reason I decided to pick her was I was watching a documentary, real royalty documentary about her last night on YouTube, and they were talking about her relationship with John Brown and how satirists made comments in the papers and drew cartoons about it, and I thought it reminded me a lot about what we do to the royals and Meghan these days. So last night I ordered a copy of Lady C's book on Harry and Meghan. Should be here within July 3rd and July 1st and July 3rd. Once I get it, I am going to dive into it so I can spill the dish with you guys. Here's the article. It's from ccn.com. I'll link it below. It's talking about why the TIG 2.0 is going to go up like a lead balloon. Alright, the title says Meghan is rumored to be relaunching the TIG. Here's why it won't happen. Not long ago, there was a lot of talk about Meghan bringing back her TIG lifestyle blog. Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's a lot of talk about bringing back the TIG, her fashion and lifestyle blog. Since the initial flurry of excited chatter, there have been no positive updates on the matter. MNH's status as royals is likely at play, and is why we won't see the TIG anytime soon. About a month ago, a royal commentator mentioned that was looking to relaunch her infamous fashion and lifestyle blog, The TIG. There was all manner of talk that she was preparing to take on Gwyneth Paltrow and Goop. Her fangirls believed every word. Meghan was going to conquer the fashion and lifestyle world like she's conquering Hollywood right now. Right now, as we're speaking, she's on the set of that Marvel movie, filming her superhero part, right? And from what I understand, Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is the biggest celebrity blog. I mean, Meghan has no hope of surpassing that. But, of course, Meghan has to do something to keep herself out there, because she can't stand not being in the papers one day. We can't go one day without Sunshine Sachs releasing a puff piece about her, more of their dribble. So she needs an Instagram, a Twitter, something to keep herself out there. And with a blog, a lifestyle blog, she could get endorsement deals, which is what she needs to bring in some cash, because Harry definitely can't get a job. Alright, it's been a minute, and still no sign of the TIG rebrand. I referred to the notion of the TIG being rebranding and relaunch as Meghan's fad of the week, and this is something I stand by. Micah Meyer claimed there had been several telltale signs that was heading in this direction. The royal expert commented, "I think is going to have another Instagram. I think she's going to do a Goop, like a new version of the TIG. I really think it's coming." Now, Instagram, I could believe. After all, both and PH are having to shift their branding and online presence away from Sussex royal branding. Although to date, that website is still online. Yes, it is. I showed you that in a previous video. Meghan is thumbing her nose at the crown. The SussexRoyal.com is still up and running. The Sussex Royal Instagram is still up and running. Meghan Markle working with masterminds from all over the world. Please. The reasoning behind Meyer's belief that a new fashion and lifestyle brand was coming from is revealed in the following comment. I'm pretty sure there's a goopish thing coming soon, for a few different reasons. I have a friend with a little bit of insider knowledge, and I think she's already working on something. I think we will be seeing something very interesting and creative with masterminds from all over the world. Oh my goodness, from all over the world coming back to bring something inspiring soon. It was the last quote that set off my spidey sense. Masterminds from all over the world? Yeah, I don't think so. Even Town and Country bought into the Markle mania. They commented, now Town and Country, I've done articles about them before on here, and I think that they're one of the Meghan's friends talk to places, of course, because the pieces I've talked about have been Meghan sappy sweet pieces. Alright, Town and Country said, I think that MM's power as a dresser will continue. There are so few people, even among celebrities, that have the kind of economic power to move merchandise the way that royal women do. Meghan's not a royal woman. So I hope, and I think she'll choose carefully. Well, in order to be a style influencer, you need style. How many times do I have to say we've seen the dress that she wore to the Lion King premiere? It was ill-fitting. What kind of royal person wears something that won't even button up the back because it's a little bit tight-fitting? The Queen would never do that. Even Fergie has the sense not to do that. Come on, get it together. It's worth pointing out that since we heard noises about how was going to topple Goop and take the spot currently held by Gwyneth Paltrow, there's been no follow-up news. Look out, Gwyneth. Meghan is relaunching her own lifestyle website. Yeah, I doubt Gwyneth is worried. Not a thing. The masterminds have not delivered. Much like Meghan's PR team. Well, Meghan's PR team does deliver dribble pieces on a daily basis about how great Meghan is. I mean, she calls a charity and they put out a story about it. She made a phone call. She didn't give up any of her money from Daddy Charles. So where is the new Meghan Markle fashion and lifestyle brand? A lot of commenters don't take it into account that both Meghan and Harry have to abide by certain conditions following stepping away from royal duties. I think this is lost in the frenzy that constitutes Meghan Markle and her fan base these days. I'm sorry guys, I talk on the phone all day at work sometimes, you know. Even more confusing is that many of these publications that feature quotes from insiders about how Meghan can make a real success of her brand mention the exact reason this is most likely is not possible. And as we all know, and it goes on to state, royals, working or otherwise, aren't allowed to benefit from endorsements. Members of the royal family are prevented from engaging with endorsements. That rule applied to Meghan Markle when she was a working royal, and it still applies today as far as I can tell. Both M and H still enjoy royal status. Well, they certainly enjoy the protection that we know Daddy Charles is paying for, and they still officially have their titles, even though they can't be called His and Her Royal Highness. They still have the HRH. They're still known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which they can use. So they do still enjoy the royal status. So she shouldn't be allowed to profit from endorsements. Absolutely not. Although they may not wish to use them, they still hold the titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and as such, are still members of the royal family. Meghan is still the Duchess of Sussex. With the title comes the rules. For this reason, any lifestyle and fashion platform would have to operate as a brandless endeavor, which makes zero sense. That's right. How can you advertise lifestyle things like candles and clothes, shoes, purses, accessories, and not be able to put the brands on there and endorse them? That wouldn't make any sense. She would have to be endorsing brands and getting a little kickback from it, but she can't do that. Sorry, Meg. Not today. There was a statement made by MM's spokesperson that clarified the trademarking of the brand had more to do with preventing others from using it and passing themselves off as associated with MM in any way. Perhaps this is where the insiders and commenters were confused. Regardless, I don't think we'll see the TIG return anytime soon. Alright, so what is this article telling us? This article is telling us that the TIG is a no-go. Sorry, Meghan, it's gonna take off like your acting career. Alright, so there was one comment left about this article on CCN. It says, that's a joke. Meghan's speech in wake of George Floyd's death consisted of quotes from a TV series, Grey's Anatomy. What's her blog going to be like? Quotes from other programs and series? That woman needs to keep her mouth shut for a while and let people who can make a difference speak. Absolutely. Alright, it's time for Meghan Mean Tweets. These are the funniest, best tweets and comments from my last video that I saw about Meghan, and I wanted to share with you guys. Now, a little bit later today, I'm going to post something I call Yacht Girl Games. We're going to play a few fun games that center around dragging our favorite Duchess of Deception through the mud a little bit and having a little bit of fun. Maybe get a few chuckles out of it. So I'll be posting that. Look out for it, you guys. Here we go. The past 10 days have eclipsed everything else. I miss the days when I was furious with MM's outrageous antics. At least it has almost silenced her. Her irrelevance grows by the week. I was afraid she'd hit the ground running in Hollywood, but those things had other plans. Snarkles has a porn star pose. I love it. LOL. Maybe time does glitch. Spooky. Well, at least Harry, you see the word, will have family to visit in the U.S. That was in response to this, so it looks like the U.S. penal system will be providing the pedo princes 24/7 security in the future. Oh, Duchess of Malibu. And this, about the glitch in time, yeah, I zoomed in on that picture. Well, here we go. Oh, that's half Wallace, half Mooching Meg. Yep, folks. Alright. Wallace never had cling film. Yes, let's take a closer look at that. It does look like Meghan had a little something over the camera, doesn't it? A little saran wrap. Maybe trying to achieve that first season of RuPaul's Drag Race effect. Yeah, alright. Everyone told me how homesick I'd be here in the US, and at first I was. Then I happened to stumble into a Walmart, and suddenly I really felt at home. This is something that supposedly Prince Harry said. So, let's take a look at those pictures. Let's read this tweet, though. When your smug face is caught for the world to see. Oh, here we go. This is why Prince Harry went into Walmart and felt right at home. Oh, there's Fergie. Oh, Princess Anne's twin. Camilla. Alright. Looks a little bit exhausted there, folks. Let's go home and get some rest. Oh, Her Majesty. Oh, that pimp's dressed out like Her Majesty. Look out now. Okay, here we go. Some comments from my last video. Meghan kissed a prince and turned him into a frog. Swamp frog, LOL. Rub it, Harry. Rub when me gain my bargains ugly feet, Harry. LOL. Ha 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 ha. Put the old cow down. Why is the royal family still allowing H&M to still do whatever? Can't wait till it comes out what they got against the royals. Right? They must have something in order for the royals to keep allowing them to run them over like they do. Yes, I have to agree, Ada. Kay says, I really liked her fake speech on Black Lives Matter. She checked the box white. And also, Kay, the taxpayer will pay for all their needs until 1 year trial is up. Roven says, let us get it straight. Harry was always a wasted, spoiled brat from a small child until now. So many stories were suppressed in the press regarding his behavior. We assume he was conned into the situation he is in now, but the truth is they are a match made in heaven and totally deserve each other. The old Queen Mother had no time for his behavior. Remember, he has always ditched his family and his friends, just like Mooching Meg, and I defy anyone to tell me that someone in his position, with his training from childhood in the royal family, allowed someone to make him do this unless he wanted to. I am awaiting with anticipation Lady C's book, which is coming out later this month, and would love to be a fly on the wall when Mooching Meg reads into it and goes ballistic. When the public read Mooching Meg's after this book, they will be an even greater laughing stock. Hear, hear, Roven, and I can't wait to get my copy and share the interesting bits with you guys. We're going to blow her out of the water. Let's go for it. I saw a photo of the black dress on a model. LOL. 2 of the models would have hit into the one MM was wearing. Would have fit, okay. There are theories she did it on purpose so she could play the victim once again. Really like the different segments. Thank you, ma'am. Waiting for the riparian entertainments. Well, I have to say, K.A., Mrs. Bouquet, that's B-U-C-K-E-T, would have to agree. We'll have to drag all our picnic and patio table and stuff down to the river with the vicar. Deborah says she knew there would be no titles if she stayed in acting, and that was one of her goals, and that's why the titles have to go. That's right, take them. But if they haven't taken them by now, like the previous comment said, they must have something. We'll see. When the daddy dole, Prince Charles clearly has his uses, is pulled away from Mad Meg's, she'll have to rely on Murchie. Oops, I meant Archie. Just a slip of the tongue. Oops, Sheila Maguire. It happens. I call him Archofficial. That was a slip of the tongue too. Yikes. Pauline said, thank you. I had a good laugh. My one wish is that I live long enough to see them both sink. Harry is not British anymore. Mucky has got him by the balls. I hope she wraps them round his neck. That's right. She's got Harry's balls in her pocket, and she is leading him around. Yep, I hope she wraps them around his neck too. Maya says, mutton dressed up like lamb. Ha, 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 ha. Edelthon, the bandit Duchess. Lillian, she's evil. It will be interesting to know what happened to Archie. If there was a surrogate baby Archie, then there's talk about Anderson being the sperm bank for the surrogate. Edathon again, and the biggest thief, she stole 10 million worth of jewelry from the palace which belonged to Diana's collection. Lillian again, and they can't afford to pay for Frogmore's refurbishments. Susanna, I don't agree when people pick on Camilla's looks. I don't either. If Charles had been married to Camilla and cheated with Diana, he would have been accused of being shallow, only caring about looks. Camilla and Charles were in love for years. Charles was put in an impossible situation by having to marry a virgin. He and Diana barely knew each other and were never compatible. How many of us have never made mistakes? I think it's past time, long past time, to stop maligning Camilla for being loyal and loving a man for life. Absolutely right. He had more in common with Camilla than he did Diana, so they were a much better match. Kay says Diana loved Charles and even told her butler if he wanted her back, she would say yes. Just saying, if anyone was hurt, it would be Diana, and when is cheating okay with any marriage? Camilla is a beautiful soul and apparently great stepmother. Why are you worried about her looks when she got the prize? I adore Diana, but I'd agree with you about who was hurt. If anyone was hurt, it was the children, both Camilla's and Diana, and Charles's particularly because it was so well publicized. They have apparently been able to move on, so I think the rest of the world should be able to as well. I'm not concerned about Camilla's looks. I simply disagree with cartoons that label her a bat or a Rottweiler. Any woman is more than her appearance. I also read about Diana saying she would take Charles back if he asked. I think if he mentioned in the Jepson book, she had to think about it before replying. She was known to refer to. You guys, yesterday in the video that I posted about the meme about Camilla that said she was an old bat, I didn't even think about that referring to her looks. I was thinking it was just about her age, and maybe trying to say that she was a little senile. It didn't even strike me that it would have been about her looks, but of course, I'm not the most quick person, I guess. Camilla was quite pretty and considered sexy while she was young. She and Charles enjoyed horses and the country life. I remember that Diana didn't ride. The cheesy piece of art looks like something from the Walmart home decor section for $7.49. Obviously, he's never worked for his money. That's right. If you remember the picture of the artwork I put in the video yesterday that he spent thousands of on for Mooching Meg, this crappy little piece of artwork, yeah, it wasn't worth thousands in my opinion. Lily says, Prince Harry needs to up what Prince needs to up his game when meeting a Z-list plain self-absorbed whinger. Peggy says he should have left her in Botswana. Yes. Emma says obviously thought she was good. Half-wit Harry obviously thought she was good in the sack. She certainly had plenty of practice. That was the reason for the expensive gifts. Pity he had to marry the old hag. That's right, she's got him wrapped around her fingers. She's got him whooped. She's got some special skills, I'll have to say. That must be what it is. And I noted this question mark. Get your history facts right next time. Otherwise, I love your videos. What did I get wrong? I do look into them before I write anything on there, so, please tell me what I did wrong. I'll correct it. Alright, Ms. Mercedes says, allow me to set the record straight across the pond. In America, delusional MM's minor league bit player actress. True fact. When we heard she'd hooked up with your Prince Harry, we actually Googled who she was. Please stop buying into this hype by calling her an star actress. It's insulting the true actors who hone their wonderful skill and being great talent to our screens. Enough. You can't be all that gullible. No, she was a terrible actress. I completely agree with that. So, okay. Alright, so you guys, what have we learned today? Well, the TIG 2.0 will sink faster than Leo's character in Titanic. Number 2 thing we learned, Mooching Meg puts cling film over the zoom lens to produce an angelic effect. Number 3, the royal family might, just might, shop at Walmart. And number 4, Mooching Meg currently has possession of Half-Wit Harry's balls. So, that's what we learned today, folks. Make a note of it. Alright. If you would like to leave me a tip, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. My PayPal is BizzyBeesRoyalTea at gmail.com or paypal.me/BizzyBeeWithRoyalTea. Or you can tweet me if you want to say hello at BizzyBee07292113, hashtag BizzyBee, B-E-E, and my name on there is Bizzy Bee, as you see. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Please tell your friends about me. I truly appreciate you guys. I love all the wonderful comments. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And look out for Yacht Girl Games. I'll be posting that shortly. Thank you again.